I am so excited. I just cannot, there's no words to describe this. I want to thank everybody that has been following us. The new ones that are just now listening to us, stick around. I mean, this stuff is getting good. We're talking about believing. I think that at one point in our lives, we stop believing in ourselves. We stop believing in how can we make this world better. We stop believing in family. And so we need to bring that back. And how do we do it? So we have experts right here, such as Mr. Luigi, that is going to be helping us walk
There you go.
through that little path of what does it take to believe in changing things. And it all starts with ourselves.
With ourselves.
So you said believe is a decision.
Believe is a decision, sure. I mean, if I were to say to you, I love you, Carla, your decision now is, do I believe him or do I not believe him? I can't make you believe me. I can say I love you, but the decision to receive that is up to you. And that is everything in life. Is that you can believe somebody or you cannot believe something. You can believe that you can do something or you can believe that you can't do something. So that's kind of disbelief, right? It's kind of like the word can and can't. I can't do that. Oh, I can do that. I believe I can do that. I don't believe I can do that. So the believing starts within ourselves. Now, there's a lot of people that for one reason or another have a hard time in believing in themselves. That's where being around the right kind of people, we've talked about that in earlier videos, the people you hang around with, people who are going to lift you up, people who are going to encourage you, people who believe in you. Like Christian, for example, we mentioned his name before, is that he believed in you before you maybe even believed in yourself. That happens. That's okay. Because of his belief, what does that do for your confidence? Oh, brings your confidence up, and then what happens? You start believing in yourself. So, but it becomes a personal decision. Well, I'm not going to believe that you love me. Well, okay, then all right, that's good. I'm not going to believe that, if I take this vitamin or if I eat this food, I'm going to be healthier. Well, if you just don't believe it, then it probably isn't going to work. And in fact, you're probably not even going to take it. But if I tell you that Juice Plus is good for you, we'll just use that as an example. If I say Juice Plus is good for you and you believe that, then you'll take it. Mm-hmm. But if you don't believe what I'm saying, then you're not going to take it. If I told you that it doesn't, all the benefits in it, but if you're not going to believe me, then you're not going to take it. So it's all about within ourselves. Belief comes from inside. It's not an outside deal. Right. Belief is really, and really, belief is a spiritual thing. It really is a spiritual thing. Even God said, those who believe in me. So it goes, believe. It's all over the Bible. That those who believe in me, when you pray, believe. There's so much power in this, and I think that it's a message that is not really being talked about enough. We talk about faith. Let me just give you a couple of facts since we're at that point. I looked this up in Webster's Dictionary, okay, which was, he was a Christian. A lot of people don't know that. But I did a little bit of research on him. Believe is to take as true. So if I say, I just keep using this as an example, Carla, I love you. Well, if you believe, then you take this as true. Because you believe. If you disbelieve, then you take it as a lie. Okay? That's one thing. Believe is something that's real. It's real. So that you believe that what I say to you is real. It's not false, it's real. It's true. To have confidence, and we talked about that many times, the word confidence. If I tell you something and you believe me, then you have confidence in me. Or if I say something to you that you believe, it may help your confidence. Like you are a great host, okay? If I say that to you and you believe that, what does that do for your confidence? It boosts your confidence. So the power of believing is, I just picked these out and I wrote them down quickly. To have trust is believe. When you have trust, then that's belief, right? I mean, you trust because you are believing what I tell you. That's trust. So believe has a lot of, little pieces to it. We just hear the word believe and people, what is that? But you can see that it has so many little To have faith. That's believe. Like God even says, have faith. Not fear, have faith. So we believe in God, which means we have faith in God. They're kind of brothers and sisters, right? They go together. Faith and belief. You can't have disbelief and faith. You either believe or you don't. Simple. So which means you either have faith or you don't. And there was one more here. Let me see. Something as being true is believing. So I tell you that you're just an awesome person. Well, now you can take that as being true. Then you believe in what I'm saying. Or you can disbelieve, say, oh, no, I'm not. So again, it goes back to what you said earlier. It's a decision that you make to believe what it is someone tells you or what you see or what you can do. And that's the same for you. That's why we're here. We want you to believe in you. Because when you believe in you, then other people are going to pick that up. And they're going to start believing in you. And if they don't believe in you, then just avoid them. Get away from it. You don't want to be around that. You want to be around people who believe in you, because those are the ones that are going to encourage you. Those are the ones who are going to have confidence in you. And that's why Carla and I are here, to let you understand and see how important this belief is. Even in the spiritual realm, but even in our human body, in our bodies, in our flesh. Okay? Somebody says that, you look nice. Well, that's a physical thing, right? And you can either believe it or not. Oh, I don't look that nice. So now here you defeat the whole deal. Accept the compliment.
Well, I have to say something about that.
Go ahead.
Okay? You're talking about trust.
Yes.
When you got hurt in the past,
right.
When somebody hurt you, somebody deceived you, lied to you, it's very, very hard to believe, So even if somebody's telling you, hey, you look very nice,
right.
But you already have that low self-esteem. You're already thinking so little about yourself.
Right.
So, you're like, no, you're just telling me that just to be nice. Because I went through it.
Sure. That's
and
good.
I think it's how you see yourself as a person because of what the stuff that you went through in life.
Sure.
Experiences that you lived.
Sure.
That decided, instead of you deciding what you want in life or what you want your life to be, you let your circumstances decide on what your life should be.
Sure.
And I walked that path, where people would tell me, you look so pretty and this and that, and I'm like, oh, thank you. And then deep inside of me, I'll be like, they're just being nice. So it was very hard for me to believe that they were truthful.
That's good. Sure.
So how do you break that? Because it took a lot for me to be able to really start trusting, start believing. That's why when Christians said, you know what, I have this vision, I get and this and this and that, it was very hard for me to really see that.
Sure.
I'm like, how can you see something that I don't even see?
Because first of all, we don't see ourselves sometimes as other people do. And then you're talking about the low self-esteem. Now that comes from the environment that you maybe were brought up in, right? And so now we have to overcome that. And so with time and with maturity, because we get to as we get older, we hopefully get wiser and we get more wisdom, and that comes from God, and we start to realize that we are somebody. See, a lot of times it's that because those negative thoughts beat you up and beat you down. But then someone will come up, and 100 people could tell you, for example, and I keep using this because 100 people could say to you, I love you. And you might not believe 99 of them. But then that one person comes along that says it to you. And for some unknown reason, but known to us, because God says we can't rely on our understanding, that person you believe. And then all of a sudden, the tables start to turn. Your thinking about yourself starts to turn. Your confidence starts to raise up again. So it's just a process. It's a processing. And coming out of negativity, it takes time. But it can be done. It has been done. There's millions of testimonies around the world. It's all about trusting in God, believing in God, and letting Him help you through that process.
Well, it's amazing. I wish we could have like a long extended time where we don't cut it,
And we have to cut in 5 seconds. But listen, be sure to come back to believe, because Carla and I will be here to help you believe.